Hello, everybody. Aloha. Good morning from sunny Hawaii. And I'm inside hanging out with you guys for a little bit here. Hey, Lane, Franklin, Rosemary, Erica, Dejolie, Mary. Hey, everybody. Numbers are climbing. We got about almost 40 people on. Hey, Kevin. Got almost 40 people on here. Hi, Eva. Good morning. Good morning. Peter, welcome. Suze, hey in Belgium. Walter over in Honolulu, neighbor island. Georgia, England. Hey, John. Aloha, buddy. Got Alabama, England, Manitoba, Canada, and climbing. So as everybody's coming on, I greet you. Hello. Had a very, sometimes I do Facebook Lives when I'm actually tired. And I was up super late last night, up super early this morning, and it's okay. I don't mind. I'm fairly human sometimes. Hey, Dave. Aloha. Candy. Welcome. South Africa. Loretta. Hey, Rita. Denmark, right? San Diego. Hi, V. Hey, Kathy. Oh, we got a couple South Africas on here today. How cool is that? Philemon in Trinidad. Ons in the Netherlands. Been seeing you around, Franklin. I didn't know you were in Venezuela. Aloha, bro. All right. So why don't we get to it? We're right at 40 people on. Yep, just crossed 40. So I'm going to get, hey, Emalani, aloha. All right, so yesterday I felt inspired to do this. And boom, I set up the notification and decided to do this live on a surprisingly busy Sunday morning for me. And hi, Eugene. Good to see you, bro. We'll see if this clicks for you. It's good to have you on. Beautiful. Dave, first time live. Watched all the you've watched the replays of the quantum questions. Groovy. Hi, Ileana. Okay, so what is today about? Why am I? Hey, Yana, aloha. What part of the island you on? I don't know if you and I have connected before. I don't recognize the name. Christy, aloha. Yeah, isn't it? I don't know how this happened. Pretty much overnight. All right. So what is this about? What do I want to talk about today? What's the point, right? Why am I doing this? What's the reason? What's it all about? I'm looking out, my window as you probably are. Oh, Pahoa, awesome. So let's connect. It's good to be on with you. I'm looking out my window at what's going on just like you are. And I might have a slightly different perspective being that I live. Hey, Michael, aloha, buddy. Love you, man. Good to see you. I live my life from this level 5 perspective. All is one. Everything actually is energy. It's not just some idea. Everything is energy. All is one. Everything is perfect. And that doesn't mean that I can't change it. It'll still be perfect even as I change it. The thing is, aloha, Mike. The thing is that the energy that I meet, what is showing up, the energy that I meet it with changes everything. Aloha, Anita. Got a lot of Europe showing up today. That's groovy. I guess I'm doing this at a time of day that's a little bit easier for you folks on that side of the water, right? So I'm gonna start with a couple questions to kind of guide us a bit here. Is there anything in your life, in your personal life? Hey, Tara, aloha. Is there anything in your personal life that you would like to have it be different than it is? Anything that you would like to change? Think about that for a minute. Might sound like a dumb question, but maybe it isn't. Hey, Diane over in Florida, aloha. Hey, Dallas, aloha once again in New Zealand. Is there anything in your life, personal life, that you would like to change? And is there anything in your life that you'd like to change that you've actually tried to change before? Aloha, Mark. Good to see you, buddy. Okay. Is there anything in the global situation that you would like to change, that you don't like the way it is? Björk, aloha. In Iceland. Hey, Esther, still awake in Hungary. Okay. And Franklin says, my emotions. Okay. So what if, whether it's in your personal life and you want to change it, or it's in your global life and you want to change it, what if you actually have infinite, limitless power and ability to change it? What if you actually do? And if it's something that, really grateful, we got 60 plus people on, the hearts and thumbs are already starting to happen. This is beautiful. Okay. What if you have infinite, unlimited ability to change it, whether it's in your personal life or whether it's in the global scene? What if you actually do? And I'm going to ask, okay, I see some comments coming through here about this. Do you believe, and I'm going to ask for a bit of interaction this time, do you believe that all is one, everything is energy, and we're in a state of infinite possibilities? If you don't mind, if you would be willing to, give me a yes or an absolutely or a for sure or maybe. Where do you stand on the idea that everything, all is one, everything is energy, and we're in a state of infinite possibilities? If that's yes, okay, check it out. Yes, 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 and yes, 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 absolutely. You. Hello, Esther, which is similar to yes. It has the S in there. Yes, 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 yes. Look at this. Now look at this. So everybody take a look at these comments. Yes, I believe that. Yes, all is one. Yes, 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 yes. Completely agree. I believe all is one. Yes, I do believe that. Yes, yes, 100%. As an idea, okay. Muhammad says, as an idea, yes. As an experience, no. So that's my next thing. Everybody who just put in a yes, I believe, I believe, I believe. Let me ask you something. If you're one of my clients, your answers are going to be skewed a little bit. So I'm going to ask it really strictly. In your daily life, consistently and constantly, do you experience that all is one, everything is energy, and you're in a state of infinite possibilities? So let's do something different here. You know what? Because if you type in yes, I won't know which one you were answering. If your experience bears out 100% constantly, always, that you are in an infinite state of infinite possibilities, then say 100%. Otherwise, let me know your experience. When you compare, I know that everything is energy. I know that all is one. I know that all is well and all that. But compared to my experience, let me get your feedback on that. Not yet, not as consistently as I prefer, not constantly. I have access to the experience. I'm often distracted from it. I'm beginning to experience it. Okay. Believe it or not, this is an important question, and your answers to this really are actually important. I forget sometimes. %. I forget sometimes. 70%. Nope. Desiring the feelings. Constantly no. I don't see it all as all one. I see many overlap and choose. Okay. I forget at times, definitely not experiencing as much as I wish sometimes. And my perception of our global situation and in how I show up isn't in alignment with what I know. And that's the norm right there. If I'm truthful, I prefer more than now. I'm at about 60%. Aloha from Belgium. Let's dissolve the illusion of the pandemic. I'm with you, Lean. Not experiencing as much as I want. Iman, you and I will meet this week. Imalani, had amazing experiences, not in certain ways. 75%, 70%. Beautiful. All right. So what if you could do one thing And by doing that one thing, you could reliably, consistently tap into all is one, all is well. I am in infinite possibilities, and the ever-present guidance and inspiration of how to bring about the change that you want. What if there was one thing? Oh, there it is. There it is. Dave, you got it. You summed it up, man. That's it. And I'm going to tell you, Dave, in the last 10 years, I have been able to touch. I'm going to leave that one up for a minute. In the last 10 years, since I started the business that I do, I said that today is 100% free live stream. I'm not going to suggest it. You can't buy anything. I don't have anything for sale. I'm not hinting or offering anything for sale. I'm going to give away a bunch of extremely valuable stuff for free, 100%. Okay, so just forget about any possibility. When I talk about my business, I'm not going to bring up anything for sale. I have now been able to touch and help well over 130,000 people in 84 countries. My company's keeping track of this, and I'm so grateful, and I'm loving what I do. In the first 4 years of doing this work, I did, aloha, Pamela. In the first 4 years, I did hundreds of live webinars, and I polled and interviewed over 22,000 people. I was paying close attention. And literally 99%. Now, it's one thing to get that many people to respond to anything, but 99% of people, aloha, George, 99% of people that I polled said they identified as spiritual, not religious. They agree that everything is energy, and they feel very frustrated that they couldn't get it from theory into experience, let alone consistently. Let alone consistently. Now, I don't know what could suck more, because I lived in hell. I lived in absolute living hell for 46 years on this earth. And I think the worst experience was after I learned that everything is energy and all is one, and that I had the ability to change it. And I couldn't get it from theory to practice. I couldn't get it from theory to consistent experience. All right. Now check this out. Aloha, Joan. About 5 years ago, I met with a woman, something of a guru, healer, spiritual person. And she said, I'm hearing about what you do, Brian, and I'm curious. You got me curious. Could I experience it? And I said, well, you got anything you want to change? And I just had a thought of something. If you feel frustrated, if you can relate to what I just said and what George said, if you feel frustrated at all, if you just type that in and say what your experience of, what is it like when you found out, oh my God, law of attraction, I can influence reality, I am creating my own reality. When you got that, but you weren't able to bring it into your life, how has that been for you? Because I'm telling you, I was furious and frustrated, and I ended up really basically depressed, chronically sad and frustrated that I couldn't make it work. I couldn't get it to happen. Okay, so anyway, I met this lady, and she said, this was about 5 years ago, she said, I'd like to experience your work. And so we were on a call, jumped on a video call. I worked with her for about 15 minutes, and she said, I get it. And she gave one of the most accurate, simple descriptions of my work that I've ever heard from anybody. She said, that's not what she said. She said, Brian, Deepak Chopra and Greg Braden and Bruce Lipton, all these geniuses, they point to oneness, they point to the matrix, they point to the field, they point to this oneness thing and infinite possibilities. But you help people actually experience it, and it's quick and easy the way you do it. Okay. So that was pretty cool. For those of you that are not familiar with me. Oh yeah, let me do my first commercial and then I'll go a little bit further here. Check this out. 4 years ago, I wrote the book. This is 100% free for you today. It is available on Amazon in Kindle and in the physical hard copy. We give the PDF away. It's #1 international bestseller in multiple categories overnight on Amazon. Over 300 5-star reviews. And we make the book 100% available, not just a chapter or two. And not only do we make the book available free, when you download the book, you get a series. You get a universal orientation assessment that's like a $500 course by itself, and several videos at the end of every chapter of the book. There's a link. You can click the book, click the link in the book, and it'll take you to a video that'll take you deeper into the experience of oneness, presence, infinite possibilities, where you can begin to live a miraculous life. And again, 300 plus 5-star reviews on Amazon, although the huge majority of people have downloaded it for free off of our website. All right. If you've been touched and benefited by my book, I would greatly appreciate it if you would go to Amazon and leave a review there. Okay. That would be awesome. So there's where you can get the book for free, and it'll walk you into this experience that I'm talking about. So over the last 10 years since I started doing this business, well, let me back up. So I lived that incredibly frustrated life for 30 years. I was a self-help junkie. I was a fanatical self-help junkie. I spent over $300,000 over a 30-year period. Seminars, courses, DVDs, all the Tony Robbins, multi-day events. I sat at Deepak Chopra's feet for 10 days. Man, I went through all of it. I went through all of Abraham Hicks's stuff, and my life got worse and worse and worse and worse, more and more miserable, more and more frustrated. I understood all is one about as well as anyone ever could. I mean, I could teach friggin' courses on it. Worse, I was able to help people. I've had a gift of being able to help people to wake up and step into their miraculous life, solving any issue. Health challenges, money challenges, relationship challenges. My whole life, since I was very little, I've had this very unusual gift, and I couldn't make my life work. And so life got tougher and tougher and tougher. And then at the bottom of experience, totally joyfully, I would have killed myself if I didn't have kids. I had this awakening experience where I literally stepped into, oh my, wait, everything is energy. I saw how the real I am, the being that I am behind this illusion of Brian, I saw how I brought and bring the universe into existence. I looked at my hand and there was nothing. It was a sea of energy in an infinite ocean of energy, which is actually the truth. And so I'm gonna kind of drop what might be a nugget for somebody here right now. And I'm gonna say that I invite you to breathe. I invite you to be present. I invite you to be curious, because I didn't come on here today to talk or to waste time. I came on to help as many people as I possibly can to unmake the nightmare, to unmake the matrix. And it is actually very simple. Very simple. Okay. So one of the key points that I want to offer in this talk today is this. What if, you know how we all learned when we were all like raised in religion and programming and all this stuff, and then one day we heard everything is energy, and we heard about like the possibility of angels and that there's attraction, maybe that we can influence what's going on with our thoughts, with our emotions, and maybe we're influencing it all the time. And then a lot of us heard of quantum physics, and we found out that if you go down into an atom, and this is, again, I'm going to go deep, and I want to make a point that can help you right now today to begin to integrate this. And then I'm just going to go deeper and deeper. However many minutes I go today, I'm just going to go deeper and deeper and deeper with this. If you go somewhere where there is an electron microscope, and if not, you can just sit where you are and envision. If you took a little chunk of gold, and you took a little bit of hydrogen gas, and you took a little chunk of lead, it doesn't matter what it is, You take the purest element that you can get, and then you look at it under an electron microscope, and you go down, 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 and you get down to the atomic level, and you see it's not anything like what they told us in school at my age, that, you know, there's a little ball in the middle with little balls circling it. No, that's not actually accurate. The electrons are moving around in a probability cloud with no physical location. And if you go down into the electron, if you go down into the nucleus, you find there is nothing there. There's no physical center. There is no nugget at the middle of the energy. Even the thing that you thought was a nugget, even the thing that you thought was the solid piece at the middle, is light blinking in and out of existence with no physicality. Now, you can, we have to deal with the English language here, okay? And so you say, well, it's not light, it's energy, it's not energy, it's light. You can debate all those words and you can play semantics, but when you get down to it, there ain't nothing physical there. It's energy blinking in and out of existence. And when you get that, whether it's gold or lead or hydrogen or helium or plutonium, it doesn't matter. When you get down to the subatomic level, there ain't nothing there but blinking energy, blinking into existence and out of existence. And Fred Wolf, I don't know if it's appropriate to say, one of my favorite quantum physicists. I don't know if it's okay to have a favorite quantum physicist, but Fred Wolf said, you know, we physicists, we're sitting here saying, where the hell did it go? Where did it go? When it's not here, is there a quantum physicist over on the other side who sees it when it's not here? And then when it's here, they don't see it? Like, what the hell is going on? Because all matter isn't matter. There is no matter. Einstein said literally, plain and simple, concerning matter, we have been all wrong. There is no matter. There's only the appearance of matter, because this energy has gotten slowed down to dense enough vibrations that we perceive it as having continuity, but there ain't nothing here. And that's true of us. So when you start to let this in a little, okay, wait. No matter what, even this ground that I'm standing on here, you know, I'm about 3 feet above rough lava under my floor here in my office. And I'm standing on this rocker thing. So I get exercise while I'm standing here doing these things. But that's not physical either. And the shirt that I'm wearing is not physical. And the body in this shirt is not physical. And because no matter what you make out of those non-physical energies, it don't matter if you build like a car or a planet or a solar system out of non-physical blinking light, it's still just fucking blinking light. There's nothing physical there. Now, what if you were to choose to become present and breathe and calm yourself down enough that you began to feel clear and present? Some of that chatter quieted down. Some of that fidgeting quieted down. And you admitted to yourself, if I go down into an atom of gold, if I go down into an atom of helium, there's nothing there. It's light blinking in and out of existence. That means that no matter what I built out of it, a Rubik's Cube, a purple ding dong, a piece of cake, a solar system, a galaxy, no matter what I build out of blinking light, it's just blinking light. There's nothing physical there. And if there's nothing physical there, how does anything continue across that gap when it's here and not here and here and not here? Wait. That would mean that the entire universe is blinking in and out of existence. And that would mean that when it's not in existence, anything and everything could change. Anything and everything could change. What if you let that in? All right, now I am quickly going to do my second commercial for something free. A little bit ago, I gave away my book. That's 100% free. All right, and now let me create a new banner for this. All right, so I want to invite everybody, whether a lot of people are watching me on YouTube, a lot of people are watching on Facebook. I have a group on Facebook. For as long as I'm on Facebook, I will definitely be getting off soon, stepping onto other platforms. But while I'm on Facebook, I have created a group called Unconditional Happiness. And what you might want to do is just open another tab on your browser or on Facebook app, whatever you have, and do a quick search for Unconditional Happiness and request to join. And I'm going to sell you on why you might want to join this totally free group. Okay. Over the last 10 years, since I started doing the work that I do, this level 5 stuff that I do, I've been able to touch and help over 130,000 people in 84 countries. I have worked with hundreds of private clients, and I literally have thousands of testimonials. Thousands. I've been told by many top experts and online marketing gurus and personal development experts, I have the most testimonials they've ever seen from any company, not just in personal development and professional development, but it's kind of ridiculous. Like if someone was to ever research my testimonials, they would never get to actually work with me because they would just be watching testimonials forever. Thousands and thousands of comments, dozens of testimonial videos, hundreds of reviews and testimonials and kudos about the book. And in these last 10 years, I have created dozens of tools and processes. Many of them are part of my paid programs that people, pay money and join my courses and programs. And I have taken a lot of those pieces and made them available free, no strings attached, in the Unconditional Happiness group. So when you join the Unconditional Happiness group, the first thing you'll see is the welcome video that tells you how to access all the freebies that I put in there. And there's thousands of dollars, although the financial value is nothing, because it's what does it do in your life. All right. At this point, I probably have several hundred testimonials on just the free stuff. And let me kind of brag for a minute here, because you're not supposed to brag. So I'm definitely going to do that. What I hear again and again and again and again and again and again and again a lot is, Brian, I got more out of your free stuff than I got out of 10 years and $100,000 that I spent on self-help. I literally hear that over and over and over and over again. Most of the people that come to my work have done all the self-help. They've done ayahuasca. They've hugged Amma. They have been to all the Tony Robbins things. They've been on multiple Abraham Hicks cruises. And I'm not putting any of those solutions down in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying most of the people come to me have done all of that and more. And they say, dude, your free shit did more for me than all that money that I ever paid. And a lot of those people end up becoming clients of mine. All right. So there's my bragging moment. If you search for the group Unconditional Happiness on Facebook, request to join, we'll add you pretty quickly to the group and you'll get all of that stuff for free. Okay. So there's my second commercial done. We get back over to the comments. And while I was doing my rant about the quantum physics, I completely took my attention off of the comments. Otherwise, I just dive in and that's all I'll do. So let me go back and look. Wow, a bunch came in while I was a bunch came in while I was doing that. So bear with me for just a minute. Everybody just breathe and be curious. All right. Lots of feedback on the book. Thank you, everybody. Wow, best book ever. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Beautiful. So, hey, Jill. Aloha. Welcome. Appreciate. I appreciate those comments. If it weren't for this level 5 work, I would be freaking the fuck out, Joan. I'm not kidding. Like, holy crap. With what's going on in the world today, I would be losing it if it weren't for this work. As it is, I'm just focused on changing it while accepting it. Hey, Linda. Jennifer, great to see you. Kevin, great to see you. Sandy in Oklahoma, aloha. Hey, Dolores. Wow, there was a lot here. Vlinder, aloha. Wow. Wow. I'm with my mom, and she is suffering with carpal tunnel. The first thing I would say is stop suffering immediately and feel the sensations that are going on. Feel the sensations. It's the one thing we were all programmed to not do with pain. Don't feel it. Try to get away from it. To painkiller. Feel those sensations, and she will be guided exactly what to do to help her body. And certainly getting on minerals and loving her hands. I'm not giving medical advice here. Desiree in South Africa, aloha. Just take a look at a couple of these. Now, I can brag less when people are saying this. Even though Tara still calls me brain, I don't mind at all. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you, everybody. So now I gave a hint while I was giving that information a few minutes ago. I gave a hint, and now I'm going to go specifically into it. I said there was one thing you could do. What if there was one thing you could do? I'm really grateful that you're all on with me today, by the way. Thank you. I'll do another commercial for something free in a few minutes. Let me just say this real quickly. If you're getting benefit, enjoyment out of this live, if you would tag some people in the comments, if you see a comment that someone makes that really resonates for you, if you will comment on their comments, okay? I'm not asking you to do anything that you don't feel. If you're getting benefit, if this is helping you, and if you would like for other people to experience this and become aware of this work and be able to join Unconditional Happiness and get all the free stuff, you can help me help more people. And I would greatly appreciate that by commenting on other people's comments, by clicking those thumbs and hearts and all that stuff. It lets the algorithms know, hey, we're digging this, and it will, Facebook, even while I'm still live, they'll be putting this in front of more people that are interested in spirituality and waking up and freedom. Okay? So check these last couple of these out. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. Thank you, V. Thank you, Smith. Aloha, buddy. Okay. Telling you this stuff works. All right. So now let's go to it. There is a word that I believe is misunderstood. I believe it is underestimated. And probably the most well-known person in the world talking about it constantly is Eckhart Tolle. And he is talking about presence. And I heard him talking about presence. And if there was one damn thing I knew, I was not present. And I got to be honest, I love Eckhart Tolle's work. And I love Eckhart Tolle. And that dude can rock a vest sweater like nobody's business. I could never pull that off. Okay. Love Eckhart Tolle. Love his work. Love everything he's doing. And I still felt frustrated. Years and years of listening. I could see where he was pointing, but I didn't see, for me, I didn't see his work. He's telling me about presence. Dude, could you help me do it? Like, that's nice that you're present. It's nice that you're encouraging people to be present, but could you wave your magic wand, Eckhart, do something, because I am like, no, so not present. I'm so suffering here. I'm so frustrated. And somehow I have realized over the years of doing the work that I do, I'm actually helping people to become present. And when you become present, you become aware of the presence that is showing up as the universe. You realize when you're not present, you're me. You're the me. You're the me. Going through life, struggling, wrestling, upset, pissed off, confused, angry, sad. But when you become present, what you become present to is the presence. And you become aware that you are the presence. You are the one that you heard about. You are the oneness itself. And from that awareness, from that presence, you discover that all the things that you thought were happening out there. I'm glad you appreciate it, Blender. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. As you become present to what is, you become present that you are all that is. The real you is the I am. And all that stuff that you thought was happening out there is emanating from in here. It's emanating from you. You become aware that you are that. And that too. And from there, you can change anything. It's the opposite of trying to figure it out. Now, I can't tell you how many people have come to me over the years. Hey, Brian, if I could just figure out. And I said, oh, you're fucked. Just stop right there. If you're trying to figure anything out, you are screwed flat from the start. Hey, Andrea, love you, woman. Good to see you. Trying to figure it out is to use your mind to attempt to unmake what your mind is making that you're not aware of. So one of my favoriteest quotes, and it's going to take me a minute to say. One of my favorite quotes is from Einstein. And that's because I think I'm smart when I know a quote from Einstein. It makes me smart. No, not really. Einstein said, the significant problems we face cannot be solved with the same level of thinking we were at when we created them. And I hear a lot of people using that quote. I ain't seen many people actually allow it. The significant problems we face cannot be solved with the same level of thinking we were at when we created them. Now, I think Einstein was really close to accurate with that statement. I think I'm going to one up him a little bit, and then I'll really feel smart. The seeming significant problems we apparently face cannot be changed with the same thinking part that is creating them now. When I realized all those bad things that I thought were bad things, that I was going to figure out how to change them, number one, they're not bad things. Number two, they ain't things. And number three, I ain't going to figure out shit. I'm the one emanating them. What I'm seeing around me is what I am reflecting on this seeming infinite D movie screen. So I will share a paradigm shift that can be revolutionary if you will let it. So I encourage you to breathe. Hey, Michelle, I'm grateful you caught me too. Look at this quote right here. Okay. If you'll breathe and be curious, and breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let yourself be centered, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Make the duration of inhale and exhale about the same. Let everything slow down. And then consider this. What if the universe, what if what I call the universe, starting with this body right here, the whole thing, what if the universe is merely the reflection and the projection of everything I think and believe that I know, the vast majority of which is hidden from me by me, much of which is tangled up in the emotions that I'm desperately trying to deny, repress, not feel, and not be aware of. Now keep breathing. I'm going to ask that question a few times. You know, you said you believe all is one and everything is energy, and we're in a state of infinite possibilities, and you have wanted to experience it more and to be able to bring about the changes that you want to see in the world, right? So what if what I perceive to be the universe, starting with this thing right here, because this definitely, to me, you know, when you were a kid and your parents said, well, who do you think you are? The center of the universe? Go back, and total respect and love for your parents and the adults who asked that question. Just go back and be that child for 1 minute. And when they ask you that, say, well, fuck yeah. I mean, why are you asking? Here I am. I look out in every direction and I am absolutely the center of the universe. Yes. From what I can tell, yeah. And since everything is energy and all is one, so are you the center of the universe from your perspective. So the sages have said that the universe, the cosmos is a sphere whose circumference is boundless and whose center is everywhere. Now, it don't matter whether you're talking about space or whether you're talking about time, because ultimately there is only the eternal now, which is beyond time and space. So with time, it's a sphere whose circumference is boundless, no end. And so every point is the center. When there's no end, every point is the center. And when it comes to space, the circumference is boundless, no limits, no border. And so every point is the center. The infinite, unlimited one seemingly split into infinite seeming things to experience itself from every possible angle. So yeah, I'm the center of the fucking universe. Get over it. And namaste. The infinite, unlimited one in me sees and honors the same infinite, unlimited one in you. So there is no war and there is no battle here. There's no competition here. And that unmakes all the nightmare instantly. And then it's a matter from that awareness. See, you ain't figuring it out. You're feeling it in. So what if the universe is actually starting with this center right here? This thing I thought was me, that I thought was a thing, that I thought. What if the whole universe, the whole cosmos, is merely the reflection and the projection, no matter gold, silver, lead, helium, hydrogen? Once I get down below the physical level, once I get to the subatomic, there's nothing physical there. So no matter what I make out of that non-physical, it ain't physical. It's the one energy, light, blinking in and out of existence. So then reality, my whole universe is just the reflection and the projection of that light on the infinite dimensional movie screen of everything I think and believe that I know. The vast majority of which is hidden from me by me. Much of which is tangled up in the unconscious with the emotions that I am desperately denying, repressing, pretending that they don't exist, so much so that I have built the vast majority of my infinite, unlimited creative power into structures and processes to prevent myself from feeling or seeing any of it. And then I wonder, what the fuck? Why is this happening again? It's what I think and believe that I know, bound up with those emotions, reflecting and projecting back at me. And I go, oh, it happened and made me feel this. No, I feel it and it's reflecting as this thing happening. So I'll do two things here. Number one, I'm going to invite whatever feedback, whatever you're thinking and feeling, whatever's up for you right now in the midst of what I've just said. We're at 50 minutes here, 51 minutes into this. I think I'm going to go about an hour and a half. That's my best guess. Probably 90-ish minutes, if I can stay standing up that long. And while you are typing in anything you want to say, anything you think, any question you want to ask, feedback, whatever, pat me on the back, whatever you got, I'm going to, I'm going to do a couple of these things here. So for all the people that just joined in the last little while, my book is available. #1 international bestseller, 300 plus 5-star reviews on Amazon. And the book is available 100% completely free on my website, breakyourselfhelpaddiction.com. When you go there and you get the book for free, you're going to get a universal orientation assessment. You go through that process. I cannot tell you how many people have messaged me and said, dude, just the orientation assessment that you gave me at the beginning of that book, and it comes independently from the book. You'll get the link to get the orientation assessment. It's available online. Brian, just going through that helped me to figure out and understand and see through issues that I have never been able to see. That thing changed my life more than I hoped the book would. And then I get to start the book. And the book comes with all of the videos of me doing live spell breaks with people, showing you how to go straight into presence anytime you want under any circumstances, how to get out of anger and sadness and fear anytime you want, and knowing that you have that ability from now on. All the videos, the book, all of it's available free. I have also created a Facebook group, Unconditional Happiness. We have over 4,200 people and climbing. It's starting to build momentum now. People are sharing it. And in the Unconditional Happiness group, I have given away thousands of dollars of processes and tools that are part of my paid programs. People still doing these programs, buying them every day, every week across the planet. And we're putting these tools available for free in the Unconditional Happiness group. When you get in there, you'll get a welcome video. It's a group on Facebook. Just search for Unconditional Happiness, request to join. We'll add you. And then the welcome video has exactly how to access all of those things. So in Facebook groups, they have this new thing called units. And if you click the units tab, you'll get all of those tools. The Breath of Light 2.0. Oh, there's so much awesomeness in there. Now let me bring up one more thing here, because I have a couple of webinars that I've done, and I'm gonna give you a link to one of them. I want to stay in total integrity, because I said that I was not going to offer anything for sale. I'm not going to hint about anything you can buy. This is 100% freebie from my heart. I am going to bring this up. Oh, you know what? This is the way to go right here. The global in rising. Okay. A lot of people are concerned about what is going on. You know what? I got an idea. I'm going to check those comments out, and then I'm going to come back and I'll give this away. That'll work, because I saw quite a bit of comments just came in. So let's see. Okay, some questions too. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to answer this. Rochelle. So anybody that wants to help me, I'm going to do my best to hold the train of thought, because I want to share about this global in rising movement. It's another thing that's 100% absolutely free. And it might be one of the most powerful things you and I can do. It is the most powerful thing. Just trying to be humble. Okay. I want to get back to that. So someone in a few minutes after I answer a couple of questions, feel free to remind me if I don't jump back to that. All right. Number one, I'm not going to explain quantum questions. So this might be a little bit weird to some of you if you're not familiar with my work. I'm just going to use a tool that I use called quantum questions to unmake what you've asked here, Rochelle, rather than giving you any form of advice or anything like that. Okay, so check this out. Why is today the day that I looked at my statement and I realized that the word but in this statement reveals an error in my thinking and in my perception? So I'll say it this way: realizing how I've created this universe, and then realizing that it's not, it's not a but. There's nothing in opposition about those statements. By making it in opposition, you make it difficult and confusing, and you make it hard for yourself. Why is it that I realize that I am the one bringing the universe into being, and that everything I'm seeing is me, and I realize it's not the way I prefer to live anymore? And why did I realize that if all is one and everything is energy, there are no victims? Everyone that exists is a mirror of me. I can't hurt or harm them against their will. The infinite, unlimited being is disguised as that person, and I am them, and we are them, and it's all one. Therefore, guilt is needless. It's an illusion. I can't hurt people. I can only help them to feel the hurt that is already inside of them. And if there's anyone in this life that I have ever done anything that brought up the hurt that was inside of them, it was the greatest gift I could give. Because when I admit no one can hurt me, Brian, if I punch you in the mouth, that's not what I'm talking about. I will feel the sensations of being punched in the fucking mouth. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if somebody breaks up with me, if someone leaves me, if someone steals my money, if someone talks shit about me behind my back, they're not hurting me. They're bringing up what I already believe to be true so that I can feel it. And if I will admit it and feel it and look at it and breathe and become present and feel it fully, it dissolves back into infinite possibilities. No one can hurt me. No one can make you mad. No one can make you sad. No one can make you anything. They can only bring up the feelings that are already in you. And when I realized today that I can't hurt them by not being connected with them anymore, when I realized that I cannot make them feel a bad, sad feeling that's not already in them, then guilt is impossible. Very specific question. Sylvan, great to see you, buddy. I recently shared that I was reading a book called Work the System, and I was sharing the system mindset. This it's a very specific question you're asking. It's not going to be relevant to everybody, but hey, it could be helpful for somebody, right? I am beginning to see down into some of the processes of things in my life that I had been unaware of how I was doing things. I wasn't aware that I could be much more efficient and much more effective, and I'm already making changes in that area. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that feedback very much. Beautiful. Marcelo, mutual man hug. It's all good. So I had asked feedback, how y'all doing out there? And this is what's coming back. You can do it right now. Dave, follow what I'm doing. Use that book. Use those videos. You're already on the way. I'm glad you're digging it, Elaine. Thank you. So Imilani had joined one of my programs. Check it out. Check it out. Look at that. Look at that. Unsolicited. Boom. I just made that word up, by the way. And that was a concern. That house thing was a concern. I do recall. Katie, welcome. I'll take that. Love you, Tar. Thank you. Okay, so what about? That's what I'm doing every second here. When we're unconscious of what we think and believe that we know, and we have these unconscious emotions, becoming present is the way out of it. Period. 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 I'm moving through layers and layers of sadness. I have until now avoided the simple and yet most powerful tool I received from Brian, how to breathe, saved my life a year ago. Now that I'm back where it all started with family, is helping me to face pain, sadness, hurt, and trauma while staying still and true to myself. Up until now, I ran away to not feel. Now I remember there's only one here and I can choose. How beautiful is that? Beautiful. And my next book is in the works. I don't know how you knew that. Maybe I hinted about it somewhere. Hey, I got a boom. I feel so important. Aloha, Arena and Corey. Love y'all. Yes, absolutely. There is a link to the book there. Hey, Colin. Aloha, buddy. Okay. I actually maintained my train of thought. How the hell did that happen? I will just celebrate it. Okay. So, is anyone remotely concerned? Is anyone? Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you, bro. I'm glad you're on with me. Is anyone concerned about the utter fucking madness that we're all being told is, a virus, and this leads to like lockdowns and like crushing economies? And anybody like, is anyone not enjoying that? Is anyone not preferring that? Anybody not digging this whole let's shut the planet down? Beautiful, Jill. Hey, Paul. Aloha. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. So, look at this global situation, because this is the last thing that I'm going to do today on this live. Anybody not digging lockdowns and continued lockdowns and, having to freaking do stupid shit like that? Anybody not digging masks and lockdowns and all of those things? Anybody seeing that what we're being told through the official story might not be true? Anybody? I know I'm, understating here. Does anyone believe what the governments and the media are telling us. Is anybody believing that at all? Okay. A lot of not digging it, not what I prefer. Okay. So agreed. And control with a certain agenda, let us say, for lack of a better word. Okay. So, here's the thing. If you study, hey Karen, good to see you, girl. Where you been? Okay. If you Google, and I don't advise you to, but if you Google agenda, I don't want to get this video banned. 21 or agenda 2030. If you look up the World Economic Forum, if you do any research at all, which I don't recommend that you do, not anymore, you will find that there are a few people on this planet who own and control basically the entire planet at the physical level. Wait. There's no physical universe here. So that's not actually the issue that you thought it was. They utterly, totally, and completely control the media. Julio just shared a very valuable link. So when you're watching this replay, you can click the on the comments thing, click real time, and then just scroll just a little bit, and you'll see the link that Julio just put in there, which is incredibly awesome. Okay, so this handful of people is 100% committed, and they're not hiding it. There's no conspiracy theories here whatsoever. They are literally planning and in the process of killing 90 to 95% of the people on the planet. It is their plan. It is their agenda. They are completely serious about it. And it's not something they're thinking about maybe doing someday somewhere. Okay. They're literally, this whole thing is happening. And there you have it. Okay. There you have it. Now, you don't have to believe that. You don't have to agree. You can sit believing that there actually is a virus. You can believe that if you want. You can fucking believe there is one. You can believe that masks help. Forgive me. You can believe that. It's fine. You can believe it. It's okay. No problem. Or you can believe that lizards have infected and taken over the global government, and that they're going to kill the majority of us and turn the rest of us into robots with nanotechnology injected. You can believe either one of those. Believe it or not, you can believe either one. And if you choose presence and breath and tapping into your infinite being, which shows up as all that is, including viruses and masks and lizards. I'm with you, Tammy. I'm with you on that. What is happening out there is the reflection and the projection of everything I think and believe that I know. It is exactly that, with the exact same outcome in the balance. If you do a little bit of research, which I don't recommend, you will literally see they're planning on putting us in the fucking matrix and using us as batteries. Like, for real, for real. Hey, Adion, love you, buddy. Okay, but don't be concerned, because see, listen, the minute you think, oh no, oh this is bad, oh look at how this is making me feel, oh no, what if what you think and believe that you know and the feelings you've been avoiding are what's showing up out there as that? Now check this out. I am glad you said that, Jen. Thank you. Okay, I don't know. And with infinite respect to everyone who says to me, oh, my grandmother died of it and I'm recovering from it, I say, you don't know that that's what it is. You don't know. You're told that. And they say, well, that's what's on the test result. But you don't actually know that. You don't know that's what you had. Do you? Beyond the shadow of a doubt? And so, since fear is what feeds their machine, it's the last thing we want to give to them, because we are the ones bringing it all about. So what if the universe, what I call the universe, is actually the reflection and the projection of everything I think and believe that I know, the vast majority of which is hidden from me by me in my unconscious, much of which is tangled up with emotions that I don't want to feel. So I never look there, and now, and all my energy is going into the structures. All of my infinite, unlimited, universal power to create endless universes, that which I am, is actually going into control systems to prevent me from seeing and feeling. Now, Corey, I hear what you're saying, but it don't have to be. It ain't our biggest struggle, because I ain't struggling. Forget trying to keep your vibes high. That's a struggle in itself. Become present, and it's a done deal. There is no struggle. There is no trying to keep your vibe high. That, I'm gonna tell you what, I personally, I love everybody, and I'm not coming down on anybody whatsoever. I'm really not, okay? But I share, like, that there is no law of attraction. It is no. And a lot of people believe it. And I think the people that get most pissed off, there's two groups of people that get most pissed off when I say there is no law of attraction. First is all the people who just bought a law of attraction course. And the second group of people who get most pissed off when I say that there is no law of attraction are the people selling fucking law of attraction courses. Okay, but I'm not trying to mess up their thing. I'm just, the people that come to me, I want to help them be free, because that's why people come to me, to help them to find their infinite, unlimited being and be free. The law of attraction, from where I sit, even though I'm standing right now, the law of attraction is a perfect set of training wheels. When you were Christian, or you were religious in some way, or you were an atheist, which is a different religion. When you were an atheist or whatever, and then you found out, oh, wait, I might actually be affecting this shit. I might actually have something to do with what's arising in my life, but you're not quite ready to admit that you're the source of it all. The law of attraction is a great set of training wheels to put on your little bicycle while you're learning how to admit that you might be affecting things. But once you get past that, you don't need that shit. And one of the things, man, the law of attraction has millions and millions and millions of people desperately, frantically trying to be positive and to raise their vibration so they don't attract more bad. It's a fucking prison. High five on that. Presence, Robert, presence. But I don't believe that there's nothing to do. When you are present, you will be inspired and guided at all times if there is a thing to do. And so, check this out. I thought once, I thought, what can one person do? What can one person do? Here I am, clear, present. I'm focused. I know what I would prefer regarding this COVID thing and regarding the lockdowns and regarding the masks and regarding these agendas that are aimed to do what they're aimed to do. And I thought, see, a lot of people think, what can one person do? I think, what can one person do? I mean, being that I am the infinite, unlimited source of all that is, what might, if I'm affecting this, how might I affect it in a way that could bring it about the way I want it to be? So I challenge you for a minute, if I may. You don't have to be challenged. I'm just challenging you. If you say you're not challenging me, then I'm not. Okay. But what if the universe is the reflection, the projection of everything you think and believe that you know? It's infinite, unlimited energy. Hola, Deidre. Hey. What if the universe is not physical and it's not real? It's the reflection, the projection of everything you think and believe that you know, bringing you infinite evidence. And it does hurt when you stub your fucking toe. And it does hurt when you break a bone. And it does hurt when they clamp iron bars on you. So while you're not physical and nothing is physical, well, yeah, it sort of is. And so where is the doorway? The doorway is presence. And when you become present and you realize and you recall and you re-know, the universe is the reflection, the projection of everything I think and believe that I know, the vast majority of which is hidden from me by me in the unconscious, much of which is taken up in emotions. And that's what I'm experiencing. To unmake the matrix, I would have to stop making the fucking matrix. And how would I stop making the matrix? I would become fully present and I would retrieve my energies that I have been unknowingly eking and squeaking and squirting and spinning out into the creation of this fucking nightmare. And so I made something. Global in-rising. When you know that you're the one making it, you don't want to uprise against it, because all you do is empower the illusion of the enemy. but a global inrising where you become present and you understand and you overstand. I am the one bringing this about. I am ultimately responsible. What if the universe is the reflection, the projection of everything I think and believe that I know, the vast majority of which is driven by emotions. And those emotions and those beliefs are stirring the illusion of those people out there to hate and fear and control me. What if, as Neo said in the Matrix, you mean when I wake up, I'll be able to dodge bullets? No, Neo. When you wake up, you won't have to dodge bullets. When you realize that you are the one holding the gun, you were the one making the agents. You're the one who created the agenda. You're the one creating the agenda. Get inside and unmake it. Don't rise up against it. Don't sit and bitch about it. Don't join groups against it. Join groups for peace and love and freedom. Hey, Kim. Aloha, Ella. So, this is also free. If you go to globalinrising.com, there is a presentation that I created to walk you through stepping into that presence, tapping into that infinite oneness, and being able to unmake the matrix. Everyone who joins us adds to that energy and retracts their energy from the matrix. Okay. So I'm going to wrap this up. Coming right up on 90 minutes here. And I would like for this, I wanted this to be long enough that I got to say what I wanted to say today, and short enough that someone could land on it and not go, oh my God, another one of his 4-hour things. I don't have time for this. So listen, you know, love you, Adion. Thank you for that, buddy. My 9-year-old is digging it. He already knows all this stuff. I could have slept in. I could have gone to the beach. I could have been playing a game with my kids, hanging out with Dev. And I wanted to do this. And I did it. And nobody owes me nothing. Okay? There's no obligation. There's no nothing. I just want to say one last time, if you're benefiting from this information, if you found this helpful, beneficial in any way, shape, or form, there's the name of the Facebook group again that I encourage you to join. I want to invite you to join the Unconditional Happiness group, get my book for free. What I really want to ask you right now, though, is if you got value and benefit out of this live stream, the things you could do that would help me the most. What I want most is to help as many people as I possibly can. I know that all is one, and every person that I help is me. Every person who retracts their energy from the matrix is unmaking the matrix. I'm very serious about this. What can one person do? Everything. And if you got value out of this, if you feel this is beneficial, if this was interesting to you, even if you just enjoyed watching my hair grow, which I'm convinced at this point is like literally going like a half an inch a day. If you got anything out of this, I would so infinitely appreciate it if you would hit the thumbs and the hearts, if you would comment below this video, tell me what you thought, tell me what you got, tell me what you felt. If you will tag people or share this video, share the Unconditional Happiness group. And last of all, if someone typed in a comment that you found relevant, valid, valuable, if someone asked me a question and you can resonate, if you would take that extra minute to comment on a couple of the other comments, that more than anything else lets Facebook and YouTube know, oh, people were digging this. Oh, this was worth something. Oh, there was, people are getting something out of this. And that will raise the probability of Facebook and YouTube sharing this video in front of more and more people. And I'll get to help and touch a lot more people. I would really appreciate it. Okay. I don't believe at this point that there's anything more powerful that you and I can do to change the global situation than to address the personal situation. Choosing presence, tapping into your infinite, unlimited being, where the infinite intelligence and limitless, ever-present guidance is always there, always waiting for you to return home and tap into your infinite self. It'll change you because you'll get to become your true self. It'll change your family. It'll change your relationships. It'll change how you look in your kids' eyes. It'll change how you listen to your partner. It'll change your business. It'll give you the guidance and the insight to address any aspect of your life from presence to bring about the heaven on earth that you and I prefer. Okay? I did my part. I just showed. I just did it, right? So, wow, 22 comments came in when I was saying this. So I'm going to look at those and then I will wrap this up. You're welcome, Dale. Great to see you. Thank you. Let me do this on the way out. Thank you, Anita. Beautiful. Wow. I so appreciate the appreciation. Thank you, Mary. Beautiful. Good to be with you, Corey. Wow. I got a few people starting to share, tagging some people. Thank you for that. I appreciate you, Erica. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you, Hans. You're all welcome. Thank you, Julie. Deidre, enjoy this thing. Yeah, go back and watch it from the start. You'll get a lot more out of it. One person can do everything. All right. Yeah, the replay will be up probably 5 minutes after I end this. Thank you for the share. And I would just wrap by saying, listen, you're perfect. You're infinite, unlimited energy. If you go down into an atom of gold or hydrogen or helium, you'll find that at the subatomic level, there's nothing there. It's just light blinking in and out of existence. And that's not good or bad or right or wrong, is it? It's not positive or negative, is it? Then neither are you. Good or bad or right or wrong or positive or negative. You're perfect. When they told you no one was perfect, you bought it, I bought it, hand it back. I love you and I'll see you soon. Aloha, everybody. You're welcome, Loretta. Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Candy. Love you, Sylvan. See you, buddy.